Welcome back now for the Midday Sports Roundup.
The Reggae Girlz scored a come-from-behind 3-2 win over South Africa in their second friendly international at the Montague Bay Sports Complex on Monday night. The Jamaicans were under early pressure when South Africa opened the scoring in the 19th minute. Vian Sampson would equalize for the Reggae Girlz before Drew Spence sent them ahead in minute 64. Kayla McKenna's 76th minute strike would effectively close out the win for the Reggae Girlz. South Africa would score their second goal in the 89th minute. Head coach Hubert Busby assessed their performance afterwards.
Well, we recognized, in terms of how they were looking to build, they actually added another player in the midfield, so we recognize that. It's tough to make those adjustments mid-game, so we just spoke about it at halftime, showed them what we wanted to do in terms of pressing a little bit higher. And again, they responded really well. And again, that then leads our pressure and our aggressiveness. It leads to how we play. It's part of our playing model. And just those 2 or 3 adjustments and then the impetus on those players to carry out those instructions is really credit to them. And that's why we're able to turn around the game in the second half.
The Reggae Girlz had won the first game 3-0 at the same venue. The finalists in the 2024 Issa Manning Cup will be decided this afternoon with a semi-final doubleheader at the National Stadium. Many-time champions Jamaica College will take on St. Catherine High in the first semi-final at 3:30 p.m. before Hydel and Kingston College do battle in the second semi-final at 6 p.m. Jamaica Premier League champions Cavalier will look to secure their first Caribbean Cup title when they battle Cibao FC in the second leg final this evening in the Dominican Republic. Cavalier lead the two-way final 1-0 on aggregate after victory in the first match at the National Stadium last week. Shaquille Steen's 20th minute strike had given the Jamaican outfit victory. President of the Jamaica Squash Association, Karen Anderson, was impressed with the standard of play as the curtains came down on the inaugural staging of the Jamaica Invitational Squash Tournament at the Ligony Club over the weekend. Bruce Burrows and Sanjana Nalapati were crowned men's and women's champions respectively.
The competition has been good. Persons have enjoyed the competition. We haven't had a lot of competition at this level, and so that's a high point for the crowds to see the competition again, and that's one of the reasons why we had the tournament as well. We wanted to bring back in this high level of squash so persons can see it, so our juniors can see it as well. I think they're the ones who have probably missed out the most, so that's a real high point that they now get to see the squash at this level.
Now chasing a record 287 for victory, the West Indies were 12 without loss in their second innings, approaching lunch on the fourth and penultimate day of the second and final test at Sabina Park. Earlier, Bangladesh were dismissed for 268 in their second innings after zooming on 195 for 5. Jakir Ali carried on to 91 from his overnight 29. Kemar Roach finished with 3 for 36 and Alzara Joseph 3 for 77. The highest successful run chase in a test match at Sabina Park is 212 runs. The West Indies lead the two-match series 1-0. And that is it for your Midday Sports Roundup, and I am Jermaine Brown.
Thank you, Jermaine, and that's the Midday News. I'm Shamela Pullen. Join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the news, sports, and production teams, good afternoon.